So part two. So there, as I said, the ultimate transferable skill is the ability to build relationships because it impacts the team, the organization, the individuals that we serve, etc. And then when we break that down, the individual relationships, what other great transferable skills are there? Well, all of the paperwork and the bookwork and all of that sort of stuff, it's the same across the board to a lesser or greater extent. But you still have to be able to produce accurate, concise information. Transferable skill. Managing challenging behaviour. Now, challenge behaviour can be a myriad of things. It's not just about, acts of violence perpetrated against social care workers, but other behaviours that challenge you. And can you manage them? And can you show in an interview that you can manage them? Transferable skills. Communication. How good a communicator are you? Do you understand the needs of others when you're trying to communicate with them, whatever that might be? Whether they're people who weren't born in Ireland, and have come in and are learning English, whether they're people who are living with disabilities, or people living with mental health issues, etc., etc. Can you ameliorate your communication strategy to suit the person that's in front of you? Can you communicate professionally across the sectors? Can you communicate in writing and an email? Is your body language a great communicator? Transferable skills. Teamwork, working on a team. Do you understand the nature of teamwork? Do you understand that there might be a myriad of different styles within that team? You might have someone who's constantly coming up with ideas. You might have someone who's very active on the team and comes in and does a punishing shift, physical work. They just want to get all of that done. You might have someone who is not an ideas generator, but is a great finisher. So if you give them a task, they'll finish it, they'll bring it to fruition. You might have a social loafer on your team, someone who just wants to kind of chill through the whole shift and do nothing. Or you might have that absolute inherent leader. So do you understand the makeup of a team? Do you understand then where you sit within the team? Can you express and show your flexibility within the team? Transferable skills. These are all very simple things that we have. So when you're looking for a job in a different organisation, the first thing you should be doing is sussing out the organisation, finding out what is the culture like of that organisation, what way do they work, and everything else, all the nuances, shifts and, pay and all of that. Find all of that out to make sure that you're moving into an organisation that absolutely fits well for you as an individual. And then when you go to interview with that organisation and they might ask you, what your interest in coming to work for us, that you're able to fully explain that. And then when you're writing your cover letter and your CV, then you target the job, the role. So you go back to the job spec and you look at what they're asking for, and you look within yourself then and see, where do I have those skills that they're looking for, the qualifications that they're looking for, and the makeup of the individual that they're looking for, and you build that into your CV. So if they're looking for an applied social care degree, but with a special interest in addiction, and you might have studied applied social care and you've done assist and you've done TCI and you've done lots and lots of other things, and you might have done a certificate in addiction. Well, you move the certificate in addiction up under the social care degree. So when the recruiter's looking at it, they're going, okay, so this is what we're asking for, and they have it, bang, bang, there it is. And then when you're going down your job history, your job history should be dated and the organisation you work for and the role. But then all the bump, you're going to put a little bit of bump under each one. This is what I did this, and this. Change that then for each role you're applying for. So go back to the job spec that the organisation's asking you to have and look at how can you example that. So if you've done a key working role in intellectual disabilities and they're looking for a great team player, well then example that. So all I'm saying to you today is that if you're working in a social care role, your skills are transferable right across the sector. And if you're thinking about coming to work in homeless services, just look at the job spec and make all your skills transferable. Talk to you next week. See ya.